السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا وسهلا بحضراتكم. معكم مستر أحمد الخطيب. I am a math teacher from 2004 up to now in Zahra Islamic Language Schools in Mansoura City from Egypt. I am a math teacher for the preparatory stage and for the secondary stage also. العشر دقايق ان احنا نشرح فيهم درس ده حاجة طبعا بسيطة جدا والوقت غير كافي تماما، بس ان شاء الله هنحاول نبين فيهم جودة الشغل، وان شاء الله هيكون معانا درس في third preparatory stage. Now we start a lesson in the second term in third preparatory stage, solving an equation of the second degree in one unknown graphically and algebraically. We already studied graphically in the first term. Then we will start in algebraically. But how to solve an equation in the second degree in one unknown? There are three forms or three solutions of the second degree equation. ax power 2 plus bx plus c equals 0 is the general form of the second degree equation. The solution is one of these cases. In the first, the curve intersects x-axis at 2 points. Then there are two solutions, L and M, where L and 0 and M and 0 are the two ordered pairs or the 2 points of intersection with x-axis. Then we have two solutions in the first case. The second case, the curve touches x-axis at 1 point only, L and 0, and this curve is upwards or downwards. Then one solution or a unique solution, then the solution set in R is L. The last, there is no solutions because the curve doesn't intersect x-axis infinitely. There is no solutions, solution set is phi. And these three examples if we do it graphically. But now we studied how to solve by general formula in algebraically. If ax power 2 plus bx plus c equals 0 is the general form of the second degree equation, then x equal negative b positive or negative square root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2a. And the solution is 1 by positive and 1 by negative. Then negative b positive b root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2a and negative b minus square root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2a. Now there are three problems to solve them by algebraically. The first example, number 1, x power 2 minus 5x minus 6 equal 0. In this problem, we have two methods. One is the factorizing and the other is the general formula. By factorizing, we have two parentheses and distribute x here and x there. Now, this sign is negative. It means two words, different signs and difference. Different signs means one positive sign and one negative sign. Now, I think 6 equals what multiply what? 6 equal 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. How to find these numbers? I want to the difference is equal to 5. Then 6 minus 1 is equal to 5. But 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. It is wrong. Then 5 is right. Then we have 6 and 1. Which is the greatest number of them? It is 6. Then 6 have the sign of the middle. 6 is negative
and 1 is positive. Now we put x plus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 1. And also put or x minus 6 equal 0, then x is equal to 6. Then the solution set in R is equal to 6 and negative 1. This is the first method by using factorize. Now we will use the general formula to solve the same example. If x power 2 minus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now A is equal, B equal, and C equal. Equal what? We know that A is the coefficient of x power 2, then A is equal to 1. But B is equal to negative 5 because it is the coefficient of x, negative 5. And the absolute term is C, negative 6. General formula, x is equal to negative b, positive or negative, square root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2a. Now we substitute using a, b, and c. Then x is equal to negative b equal 5, positive or negative, b power 2 equal 25 minus 4ac. Now we observe that a and c of two different signs. Then this sign is positive. But if they are the same signs, it's still negative. Now 4 times 1 equals 4 times 6 is equal to 24 over 2a is equal to x is equal to 5, positive or negative, root 49 is equal to 7 over 2. Then we have two solutions. x1 is equal to 5 plus 7 over 2. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. And x2 is equal to 5 minus 7 over 2. It is equal negative 2 divided 2 is equal negative 1. Then the solution set here in R is equal to 6 and negative 1. We observe that it is the same solution because they are two methods for solving the same problem. Now we will start to solve the second example, number 2. If 8x times x minus 1 is equal to negative 2. Now we must multiply 8x by this parenthesis. 8x times x is equal to 8x square minus 8x times negative 1 is equal to 8x. And negative 2, we can get it in the left hand side, plus 2 is equal to 0. Then we have a, b, and c. We will use the general formula to solve it. A, b, and c. Now a, the coefficient of x power 2 is equal 8, and b also is equal negative 8, and b is equal 2. Then x is equal to negative b, positive or negative, square root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2a. Then x is equal to negative b is equal negative is equal positive 8, positive or negative 64 minus, now a and c have the same signs, then this negative is still as it. 8 times 2 is equal to 16 times 4 is equal to 64 over 2 times 8 equals 16. What do you observe now? This root equals 0. square root 64 minus 64 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 8 over 16 equal half. Then we have one solution. We have one solution. Then solution set in R is equal to half. The third example now. Number 3. 5 over x power 2 minus 4 over x is equal to -1. How to solve this problem? We have now x power 2 in denominator and x in the other denominator. To remove these denominators, we must times by x square. It is the highest power in the denominator. Then 5 minus 4x only is equal to negative x power 2. Then negative x power 2 is the right hand side. We move it to the left hand side by positive sign. Then x square minus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. We have now a, b, and c. Then a is equal to 1, b is equal to -4, and c is equal to 5. Since x is equal to -b, positive or negative, square root b power 2 minus 4ac over 2a. Now x is equal to negative b equals 4, positive or negative root 16 minus 1 times 5 equals 4 times equals 5 times 4 equals 20 over 2 times 1 is equal to 2. What do you observe now? This root, square root, is negative. X is equal to 4, positive or negative, square root -4. This root cannot belong in R. Root -4 doesn't belong to the set R. Then there is no solution. Then solution set in R is equal to 5. Now we studied that in the first example the solution set 6 and -1. We have two roots or two solutions. Then we have two intersection points with x-axis. In the second example we have half only. Then there is one intersection point with x-axis. But here we doesn't find any intersection points with x-axis. Then solution set is equal to 5. بكده احنا استعرضنا الحل الجبري بس عشان ضيق الوقت، وان كان يعني الالجبريكالي احنا درسناه في الترم الاولاني، وعشان كده ما تعرضنالوش دلوقتي غير بكيفيه الحل. ارجو ان نكون وفينا الموضوع في الحل الجبري، والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله وبركاته.